traveled all this way to see something different. My heart was on display. It felt something different. A brother I just met, a sister who was crying. He unraveled all my shame. I feel like I'm dying from the man I was, from the man I was, yeah. Via Paraíso is my home away from home, is my home away from home. And there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forevermore. I thought I knew it all, the ways of the Lord. My heart was on display to the ways of the Lord. But something broke on through I've never seen before. He unraveled all my shame. I feel like I'm dying from the man I was, from the man I was, yeah. Via Paraíso is my home away from home, is my home away from home. And there
positive things. I think it's great when we pull up here in the bus and everybody in the neighborhood comes running to us because they know what we're doing. They're really looking forward to the kitchen.
The pastor shared with us how the people really see the food coming out of the kitchen before the building's even built, and how excited they are and the faith that they have that the Lord will provide the food once the kitchen's built, because it is such a tremendous need in this community, and I'm just feel blessed to be a part of it. I would have to say that really, yes, there's logistical things that are very different in their lives than ours, but I mean, basic needs and emotions and all of that is just the exact same as we have. You know, it's not any different for their hurts and pains aren't any different than ours, and the kids' wants for attention aren't any different than our kids wanting attention from adults.
We're all human beings.
We're all humans, yeah, and that's really what it's all about, just kind of helping out. It's not that they're all that different than we are at all.
I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forevermore, yeah. Come and sing it. Come and sing the song. Come and join us. Hear the song of the village moving. Hear the song of the children singing. It's a song of something coming. It's a song of a new generation. It's a song of a revolution. It's a song of the changing future. Come and join, come and join, come and sing the song. Via Paraíso, via Paraíso, via Paraíso, via Paraíso, via Paraíso.
I guess Jim stood out to me. I mean, he left the United States and came here. I mean, he only gets to go back to the United States like once a year to go visit his family and stuff. So he left behind his family to come here and build this beautiful place for them to be closer to their families and be more prosperous. That just really stood out to me.
The kids just being so giving and loving to us, I guess you could say. And I don't know, they just treat us very good, I guess you could say. I don't know.
I think for me it's just seeing, Bible verse come to life. When the Bible tells us that faith without works is dead, this is works with faith. And this is God's hand touching a people in a way that a state can't do or a country can't do. But this is God's work mixed with Pastor Jim's and the people around here, their faith. So their faith, along with what they're doing, is building a place that gives all glory to God. And that is awesome to see, and it's awesome to be a part of. And it helps us build our faith up and realize that we are the hands and the feet, and that's what we should be doing, is going out and making a difference.
I thought I knew it all, the ways of the Lord. My heart was on display to the ways of the Lord, but something broke on through.
Something that's really touched my heart here this week in the Dominican Republic has been how quickly we've become a part of the family here in the Dominican. There wasn't like a getting to know you period. There wasn't any kind of a trust issue. It was just right away. People welcomed us and just opened their hearts to us immediately. There's a love here and a caring community unlike that I've seen in a long time. It's just been a long time since I've seen something like this. The worship leader here that I've been meeting with from the first day, he's just treated me like a brother, and he's constantly telling me that I'm a blessing to him, and that he values me and our friendship. And just today at lunch, he sat down with me and we were eating a sandwich, and I had a Spanish-English dictionary, and he was flipping through it, and I guess he was looking for some word to tell me or whatever. That's what I was thinking. And then I'm watching him, and he's scrolling down, and he finds the word, and it's familia. And he looks to me and he says, "You are my familia," and I'm like, this guy's killing me. I love this guy. He's got a great heart, and and then I looked up the word honored in the dictionary, and I told him that I was honored that he would say that to me. So that's had a great impact on me. Just the building the relationships and meeting new people here, and I have a new family here in the Dominican Republic.
Away from home, and there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forevermore, yeah. Come and sing it. Come and sing the song. Come and join us.
One of the experiences I got to have was at a surf church on Sunday. There were several surfers there that instead of being out in the amazing surf that was going on, they came and were listening to listening to Pastor Jim preach, and just getting some soul food. Anyway, I had the opportunity, I had some Bible tracts with me that were in English and Spanish, so I asked the pastor's wife who that was going to the service was not saved, and I got the opportunity to go up to one of the people that wasn't saved, and I handed him one of the gospel tracts and just kind of stepped away and watched him, and he started reading that tract. I could see him reading it word for word, page per page, and after he was done reading, then he came back over to me and told me thank you, and then he started reading the whole tract to me. Inside the tract is the plan of salvation, and he read it twice. I mean, we don't know if he really accepted Christ or not, but that was an amazing, awesome God moment.
Is my home away from home? Is my home away from home? And there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forevermore. I thought I knew it all, the ways of the Lord. My heart was on display to the ways of the Lord.
One of the things that we were able to do is deliver toothbrushes and toothpaste to families in the village, and just about every person invited us into their home, and they were so proud to show us their homes, and we were able to pray with them. Not one person told us no when we asked if we could pray for them, and it was just such a blessing to see their open hearts, and whether they were Christian or not, they allowed us to pray for them.
Is my home away from home? Is my home away from home? And there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forevermore. Via Paraíso. Is my home away from home? Is my home away from home? There I found a song I will sing to you forevermore.
I think one sort of snapshot in time that stands out to me is when we were going house to house and delivering dental supplies and praying and just asking God to bless the people in that home. We came to one home where there was a mother outside, and she had a child sitting in her lap, and we went up and introduced ourselves, and Loida went with us, and this little child had cerebral palsy. He was about, I guess, probably 4 years old, maybe 5 years old, and the look on that mother's face, I don't think I'll ever forget. She was so she just doted over this child, and she called her girls out. That she had about 3, 4, 5 older girls, and they came out to greet us, and then they immediately turned to this little child that was sitting in her lap, and they just loved on him, and you could tell that he was just the joy of their hearts. And I thought, wow, this mother has managed to build this attitude of gratitude in her girls. In this horrible situation, she has nothing, and I have everything. And I don't know what her child's life will be like as he grows. She clearly doesn't have a lot of access to anything but basic medical care for him, and it didn't look like he was going to be very mobile during his lifetime. But she just seemed so at peace and so joyful. And I think sometimes when you go to these places where you see people who are at such a disadvantage as far as monetary things go, sometimes you forget that they're at an advantage over you in other areas. God had really blessed her by giving her this child. and he was a real blessing to them. I think about what little Gabby Douglas said on the Olympics. You know, when you go in God's name and you give him the glory for different things, it's a win-win situation, because glory goes up to him and then he just rains down blessings on you. And for me, that was one of the biggest points of blessing on the trip. It really helps me appreciate what I've got.
Is my home away from home? Is my home away from home? And there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forevermore.
This week has meant a lot to me, and my faith has gotten stronger, and I realize that I'm not in control, that God is, and you just have to go with the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and just deal with what is laid in front of you. You take it day by day and minute by minute.
It's been a real challenge, but it's been a lot of fun, and it's something brand new that none of us really knew a lot about, so it's been exciting and a lot of hard work, but every minute's been worth it. And we know this kitchen really means a lot to this village, and all the village, the people here have really touched our hearts. They're just great, sweet, loving people, and you see God's grace and love flowing from them to us, and it's been great to be able to accept hugs and their love and give it back. It's just been a very rewarding week for not only us, but I think for the villagers as well. But the kitchen, and just to be able to be here and do this is just, it's really touched our hearts.
And there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore. I sing to you forever.
Well, I would have to say that I've had a great trip, obviously, but this trip has been a challenge because we've had setbacks with the construction, and then we're working through them now. And this is the first time I can remember where we've had a challenge bigger than I knew how to fix. And it's been a test in a lot of ways, test of my faith, test of believing in what we've planned and the hard work we've planned to put in. And so I would just say that this trip's been different for me in that way, but I still believe that God's got us here for a reason, and we're going to get this done, and we're committed to seeing that happen one way or the other. And so I'm excited about what we're doing. I'm very hopeful, and I'm hopeful that we'll see the results in the next day or two.
Is my home away from home? Is my home away from home?
We're preparing this soup and rice for the villagers because they go days without eating. We've had kids come up and tell us that they've gone 3 or 4 days without eating, and so it's kind of nice to know that we get to make this soup and prepare it for them. It's really hard eating our lunch in front of them because they'll watch us through the windows and ask for food, and you can't give them any because if you give them some, then more people will want it. But it's nice to be able to make this soup and prepare it for the villagers. Something that's really touched my heart is just getting to, I've been playing volleyball with the kids all week, and they just enjoy it. They love playing with you. Every time you have to leave to go somewhere, they'll like try and pull you away so you can come back. They just never want you to leave. It's just such a blessing to get to play with these kids because they probably never get to do stuff like this all the time, and so that's nice to get to play with them. And on service on Sunday, all the kids were just singing, and that was really cool that they don't care how loud they are, they just let it all out, and they just worship the Lord, and that's really a blessing to hear.
My heart was on display. It felt something different.
The second we got to Via Paraiso, this little girl just came running up to me and jumped up in my arms, and at that second I knew that I'm supposed to be in the Dominican Republic with these children. They have touched my heart so much, and they make me feel like such a better person. Now that we have built this kitchen in the village, it warms my heart just to know that like these children are going to get 3 meals a day. These malnourished, beautiful babies are going to have food to eat every day.
Away from home is my home away from home. And there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore.
This has been a real blessing to me coming down here, and a real growth experience for me, because in life I am the fix-it girl. I look around and I see everything that I want to fix. I'm looking at these people who have 50% unemployment, and on top of that, they can't work because they don't have birth certificates. And in my mind, I'm going, well, let's get them birth certificates so they can work. And I realize this isn't something I can fix. This is through the government. They have to change the system, or these people will never be able to work. And I'm looking at this beautiful kitchen we're making, and I'm wondering, how are we going to fill up the kitchen, and how can we get food in there? And I'm looking at all the houses going, wow, we could just set up our own Compassion International through our church and have house number 1, house number 2, and each family just pick up a family. Well, what I'm learning most about this trip is I can't fix the Dominican Republic, especially not by myself. And I have to learn to have more faith and just know that God's going to provide. And the best thing that I can do for the people down here is pray for them and help them learn how to pray too and give it up to God.
Via Paraíso is my home away from home, is my home away from home. And there
one of the things that's really touched me in the Dominican Republic is the people that I've met here. They're just wonderful people, and they really love the Lord. We got to go to church with them. We got to serve alongside of them, building this kitchen, and it's just wonderful to make a difference for the Lord, to serve the Lord along with other Christians that have a heart for serving God. And I've just really enjoyed this experience. During the trip, not everything went smoothly. We were putting up the dome, and things didn't exactly come together exactly like we thought we did. We thought they would, but you know, God always makes a way, and sometimes we just have to have faith, even when adversity comes, and that's just something that I already knew, but I got to experience. And
there I found a song I will sing to you forevermore.
Trip is getting to know Pastor Jim and his wife Deborah, and my wife and I have been able to talk to them, hear what they're going through, and see the similarities in church ministry from the Dominican Republic to our island in the United States, and just being able to pray with these people, live with them a few days in a small way is always exciting to me. I've done a lot of mission projects before, and this one is unique in that we've got to work with a village full of people that are easy to love, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. As I said a minute ago, I'm just challenged by the obstacles, but also hopeful that God's going to work through them and bring growth into our lives. One of the things I've always loved about these kind of projects is that something changes in us every time that we come, and that's happening to me too. I look at people all around the world with a different point of view than I ever did when I was a child, because I see what real want is and need is, and I see how easy it is to love people in situations like this, and it's just a wonderful thing to be a part of.
To see something different, my heart was on display.
Well, this week was definitely a God-moving week for me. We came over here to build a kitchen for the village that we were doing work for, and the kitchen happened to be a monolithic dome, and in a lot of ways I felt like that dome, being under pressure, breaking down, blowing out holes in the side and everything else. I can't say what a roller coaster ride this was. It was definitely a true faith experience by our whole entire group, and it took our whole entire group definitely to pull together and to stay together and get this project completed, along with all the other things that people were involved in along the side. But just one quick story that I want to share with you. We started having issues almost from the start, and then we had our first major issue, which was we lost part of the dome structure one night, and I happened to read a Bible verse trying to get some guidance and some strength from the Lord, and I felt renewed going into the next day. And then the next day came, and we got all through the day after redoing a whole bunch of work and getting done at late in the day again, and just dead tired. Everybody was dead tired, and then we got back to the hotel, and we heard word that we had another very major issue with the structure. And man, and this was after ups and downs during the day and tensions being real high, and myself kind of crumbling and having my own issues and doubt, and it was just a really tough day. So by the end of that night, I was really having a tough time going on, and right before bed, my wife pulled out the Bible, and she gave me some inspiration, and I want to read it just very briefly here. It was out of James chapter 1, and it's verses 2 through 4. It says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy, for you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully tested and developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing." And that was actually the same verse that I had read the morning before, and I really couldn't believe it, and so I knew God was there, and that we all needed to carry on somehow, and just have the faith that no matter what happened, that there's so many other benefits that we can't go into right now, but all of our objectives and then some with the dome and the people that we got to meet were completed in God's timing and God's plan.
Last year when we came to the Dominican Republic, we got close to a bunch of the kids in La Romana at the orphanage, and so this year we collected a bunch of shoes from people in our small group and took them to the kids, and they were so excited to get a new pair of shoes to start their school year off with.
My heart was on display. It felt something different. A brother I just met, a sister who was crying. He unraveled all my shame. I feel like I'm dying from the man I was. From the man I was.
We brought books in Spanish to the children at the orphanage, and I've seen them get toys and get really excited and play with the toys, and by the time we leave, they're broken. But when we brought the books to them, they were so excited. They all sat down around me and read to each other, read to me, and it was just awesome to see the smiles on their faces and hear them reading.
I thought I knew it all, the ways of the Lord. My heart was on display to the ways of the Lord. But something broke on through I've never seen before. He unraveled all my shame. I feel like I'm dying from the man I was, from the man I was, yeah. Via Paraíso is my home away from home, is my home away from home. And there is my home away from home, is my home away from home. And there I found.
Every time I come to the Dominican Republic, I'm just inspired more and more. It just amazes me by the meager means that the people have here. They just love each other. They love us when we come. The country's a beautiful country. Even though there's just such poverty here, you just can see God's beauty here throughout the country. It's such a vast indifference here. Deborah and Jim were just such a pleasure to work with on this trip. We just thoroughly enjoyed them. Their ministry is just reaching the hearts and minds of the people of Via Paraíso. They're just, the need there is just great. We're just so pleased that we could go there and help build a kitchen, take toothbrushes, take baseball equipment. Our church really stepped up, and I'm just so humbled by the opportunities that we've had as a church to come and do this type of work for the Lord and be the hands and feet for the Lord on this trip. And just thank you so much, church family, for helping us and promoting us and to praying for us every day that we were here. And thank you so much for all that you've done for our group. And we hope to go back many times and be able to do more and more works in the Dominican with the orphanages, with the people, and you can really come here and see God working. You know, it's just amazing, and just thank you so much.